hindi po ako naging OFW. No? I've never worked abroad. I didn't study abroad. But the closest thing, I guess, to that experience really is that yung asawa ko po, nung mag-girlfriend at boyfriend pa lang kami, nagtrabaho po sa abroad. So alam ko po yung pakiramdam na iniwan ka, in quotation marks, at naghihintay ka. And that experience actually was quite difficult, no? If I will have to be very, very honest with all of you. But seriously speaking, the closest experience I have with OFW families is before I became a senator, at marami naman ho sa inyo alam ito, guys, akong social entrepreneur. Our main work then was helping micro-entrepreneurs. And specifically, ito po yung mga sari-sari store owner, and we would help them through microfinance, through training, and also through changing mindsets and empowering them. And many of the people that we help, marami po sa mga nanay na natutulungan po namin, mga asawa ng OFW. Here are these families na mahirap talaga. Mahirap yung pinagdadaanan nila. Alam ko, mahirap rin, no? As we know, mahirap yung pinagdadaanan ng mga asawa nila sa ibang bansa. But yung nandito, nahihirapan din sila. And during that time that we would work with them, of course, they would want to improve their business for themselves. Pero at the end of everything, ang sasabihin po nila, kailangan ho natin palakihin yung negosyong ito para hindi na po kailangan umalis yung asawa ko. That's the truth. And you know, helping them with financial literacy, I'm sure ito rin yung ginagawa ng Republika ng Philinvestor, helping them with financial literacy para hindi mawaldas yung hard-earned money na nire-remit sa kanila, getting them to use it for business, not just for consumption, planning, no? A lot of planning, a lot of lessons in discipline, in faith in yourself, and in your own skills. May pag-asa pa, di ba? One commonality sa ating lahat. Tayong lahat to naniniwala na kaya natin magbago, kaya natin mag-progress, kaya nating umabot sa pangarap natin bilang isang bansa at bilang mga Pilipino. In 2004, ang tawag ko sa Pilipinas, Sick Man of Asia. I remember that time, Sick Man of Asia. And probably during that time, marami talagang nag-alisan ng mga Pilipino. Ngayon ho, 10 years later, in 2014, ang tawag sa atin, Breakout Nation. Breakout Nation. And in truth, maganda yung ekonomiya natin ngayon. And that's our challenge now. Habang maganda yung ekonomiya, we need to make sure that this becomes opportunities for work, for enterprise. This becomes real opportunities for our countrymen para sabay-sabay tayong uunlad. Hindi lang yung ilan. Everyone is able to move up. And again, some people might say, that's just a pipe dream, that's just a far-out concept. But I think lahat po tayo dito, libre naman mangarap pa tayo ng todo-todo. And I really believe, no, and I'm sure all of you believe it as well, we're at that point where we're about to get there. Konting tulak na lang, and siguro with more projects like this, maaabot po natin yan. Konting-konti na lang, konting tulak na lang yan. And I know that before I'm dead, and I'm hoping I will die when I'm older, not soon, hopefully na when I'm an older gentleman, an elder statesman, hopefully, at one point in my life, makikita ko po na ang Pilipinas, mula sa isang bansa na karamihan mahirap, siguro po at that time, karamihan na po nasa middle class or umaabot na po sa upper class, na yung basic services na hindi ho natin makita-kita ngayon, and it frustrates everyone to no end. No? I mean, students who are swimming, kids without bags, I mean, it's really very frustrating. Sana po umabot tayo sa punto na kung nasa public school ka, magandang edukasyon mo, you have all your materials, you don't have to swim to school, all of these basic services are here, maaabot po natin yan. Na yung Pilipino, pag aalis, hindi na siya po aalis dahil kailangan ho niya maglinis ng inodoro, pero dahil hinihikayat siya ng ibang mga bansa dahil sa kanyang kakayahan. At tinatawag tayo sa ibang bansa dahil magaling tayo at kaya nating, mas magaling tayong manager kaysa sa kanila, mas magaling tayo, kaya we're being asked to leave because of our innate skills and talents, and not because we're given the jobs that they don't want. Aabot ho tayo dyan, I'm sure of it. And I'm sure lahat po tayo naniniwala dyan. We're not going to let that go. And if we believe that, we're able to spread that more, and we're able to work hard. And ang OFWs po natin, they symbolize the Filipinos who work hard. They're the opposite of one tamad, no? Ito yung total opposite. Kaya ako, honestly, when people say na mga Pinoy tamad, I look at our 10 million countrymen abroad and it clearly shows na hindi ho tayo ganoon. I think if we're able to push that, we're able to support more of our countrymen, aabot po tayo sa puntong yun. And alam ko, yun rin po yung pakay ng Republika ng PhilInvestor. So, I'll end there. Thank you so much. Thank you to all the organizers. Thank you for inviting me. Maraming salamat. Good luck po sa ating lahat.
Thank you very much, Senator Bam Aquino. May we request